My youth was spent in the lands of my adopted brother King Causantin in Gabráin, and the last several years, the entire life of my son, I have lived in Stirling in Strathearn. Now that I have taken up the mantle of High Chieftain of the Isles, I have returned home, at least temporarily, to Islay, where my father and mother once lived. In this house I imagine my father, his true Christian wife, and my mother. And I wonder, will any of my own children see this place as a true home? Will Fear's children come to live here? I'm not ready. No, this place is a ruin. I think that I will return here, but only once the repairs have been completed. And then I will try to make my father's home my own. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel, and all newcomers who are always welcome. We are here once again with High Chieftain Findbar. The king has decided to attack our ally. That is too bad. Well, you know, I can see why. Those are old feuds, and our sense that those feuds didn't need to continue is not necessarily something that our king agrees with. We have Sutherland up here that's formed. He has pushed out Ross, I think. Yep, he's pushed out the Mac Morgan and consolidated the North under his power. Let's check this election. They're probably still voting for me. You know, I really don't think I should be king of Alba. I really don't want this. really don't want this. Anybody but me. I'm just not ambitious in that way, you know. I'm just happy that I've regained my father's territory, in spite of being a bastard. I don't think the guy in second is even close, though. Pretty sure every single person is voting for me. Except for me, because I'm voting for the king's son. One person has decided to vote for my son. This Earl. It looks like the crown is going to be hoisted upon me. And I didn't really want that. I'm a servant, not a king. Well, we have to prepare for that outcome if it happens. Delicate affairs. King Alfred has been a real help in the past few days, aiding me in my efforts to strengthen the realm's ties with our neighbors. He has just offered himself again to help me gain Jarl Gudrif's trust. While I do want to become King Alfred's friend, I don't want... You know, if he thinks the man's worth talking to, I'll give it a shot. But I'm not even gonna pretend that I see any future in a relationship with a manslayer. How is the plague doing? Oh, it's fading. Fading. Finally, the plague has left the realm, and we must take this as an opportunity to rise from the chaos it left in its wake. We now emerge from the wreckage of the old world, and the time has come to consider the new. We must spare no expense to rebuild. Yes, we must spare no expense to rebuild. Okay, that's good. Now let's... Freedom and friendliness. You want me to free this woman from my prison? Ugh. I don't know why you're interested in me freeing this woman, but because you ask. I hope you know what you're doing. We should check our prison in case there's any more prisoners. There's one more. There's this man. Well, let's look what our warriors look like. We could use one more warrior. He is minimum. Technically 2, because he shouldn't be doing it. Because he's below the 7 minimum. Sure. Why not? Let's negotiate his release by demanding him his conversion and recruiting him. Great. So he can now join in. That puts us at 13. We could... Oh, no, we're not quite there yet. We can't quite yet do that. Okay, but we are doing a good job of fixing the county control. Let's go over here and move the capital, as we said we would. Now, this place is development 0 as opposed to where we are, which is development 3. Maybe we don't. I mean, it is gaining very slowly. I mean, if we're going to make it the capital, it has to convert first. So let's work on it more. Okay, let's work on it more. So let's convert this. I know we said we weren't going to convert insularists, but because we're thinking of making this the capital, I do think we do need to convert our capital. That does feel like the correct decision. This guy is not a great chancellor anymore. I think it is time for him to retire. We could put our steward in his place, who would be better than him, significantly better than him. So let's put our... Oh no, our steward can't do it because our steward is our steward. Do we have another steward? We do. So we could put Ingmar in. So we could swap him to Chancellor, and then we put Ingmar in. Right? Assign him. There we go. This feels much better. The young man has a job much more suited to him now. And we are converting over here in the Inner Hebrides because there are... That's going to be our capital one day. We're also going to, once we have our cultural conversions mostly finished, we could leave this cultural conversion to our son. Not that big a deal. He's got a lot of cultural conversions to do. This is already Gaelic. This is already Gaelic, and this is already Gaelic. So we actually don't have that many. We just have our son's territory and the 2 North Islands that we still hold. Because this is up to him to change if he wants to change it. What is this? Oh, a hunt. Who's this? This is the North, right? Recording a memory. Some moments must be recorded forever. The time that my mother succumbed to a fatal apoplexy is one of them. It might be a painful memory, but someone has to pass it on to the next generation. I might not be a good writer, but with time and effort I could surely pen something myself. Then again, my dear friend Alfred is much better at writing than I am. Surely he would help if I asked. Illustrating a tome can quickly become a costly endeavor, however. Yeah, he's much smarter than I am. Getting him to do this would be worthwhile. So let's do this. I know it's going to stress me, but we can always go on this hunt, which will help out. We can become best friends with the king, and then we can get this memory of my mother, which we'll carry with us, to one day become a powerful and famous artifact. With the aid of King Alfred the Great of England, we have penned a memory to my mother, where I have recorded all the information that I was able to find out about her, and the story of how she brought me into the world. I actually feel quite good about that. So we're going to this hunt, right? Did we agree to that, or did we not agree to that? We're going. Oh, it says we're going to arrive late. Can we get there on time if we do mercenaries? We can't get there on time. Oh, we can make haste because we're impatient. Oh, we still can't make it on time. All right then, we missed it. Dang, I was hoping to go too. That's what I get for unpausing without clicking the right thing. Well, we have a lot of things in our own territory to deal with. We do need to stress down though. It would have been nice if we could have made it. All right, well, that's fine. Let's keep at our development here. You know, I think we're going to sponsor a sword. Commission artifact. Choose artifact. We're going to commission a sword. Hire local artisan. Don't want it to be a dagger though, and if I go for a blade, it could be a dagger. Hammer, axe, mace, I think. Any of those would be pretty cool, so let's do hammer, axe, mace. King's almost won his war. Forging a mace. Inspiration, a vassal to remember. That gains 50 opinion of them both. I wouldn't dedicate it to myself, I don't think. I mean, it is my weapon, though. Yeah, I'll dedicate it to myself. Why not? I mean, I am making a weapon for myself to pass down to my family, so I want them to remember it as my mace, right? It's not a random mace, it's my mace. Okay. Everything here seems to be fine. I really wish they'd start voting for somebody else, though. You know, I don't want to become king at all. At all. Wait, what? Why won't you accept now? He's not married to anyone else. Oh, they already got married. That's why. The thing came up after they got married, so I'm trying to marry him to her twice, and it's like, you can't marry her twice. That would be having two wives. No, that would be having one wife twice. Wait, is that the same? I think that's the same. Okay. Our son is now married and settled and ready to create heirs of his own, who we will watch. I do hope he does well. His wife has actually improved him in his primary areas, which is good. Inspiration. Fickle Philip. I bump into a very grave-looking Apharic, my weaponsmith, hoping she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid mace she should soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. I know just what you need. 10% chance this helps her. 10% chance we get, so basically a 60% chance nothing happens and a 10% chance something good happens. We go to the armory. I have so few things there, though. Real inspiration comes from within. No, we'll go to the army. We'll look at our stuff. It's not much stuff, though. Inspiration, out with the old. Africa and I are ushered into my extensive armory where I point out some of my favorite items, hinting at their stories. Ursula insisted on coming and watches from afar. Each time an object is improperly handled or misidentified. She does a few rounds of the room before returning to me, crestfallen. My liege, there's nothing here that stands out to me. Is there anything else? Ursula, any suggestions? This has basically 50-50. I'd rather her dislike us and not make it worse, I think. Should we take a chance? Slightly lower quality isn't that bad. Oh well. Our wife is pregnant again. Virtuoso performance. My friend Alfred is so talented. The immense tactical acumen combined with his mind would put the finest commanders in the world to shame. With a seemingly innate ability to identify and exploit weaknesses on the field of battle, Alfred is already a huge asset to any lord who wishes to expand their realm by force. Perhaps I should ask him to give me a few tips. Teach me, Alfred. Absolutely. Ah, we gained the point of marshal. Very good. That is turning out to be a very profitable relationship. You know, we've never asked him to support us in our war because we are our own man. Instead, we've gotten our neighbors and family members mostly to support us. The Neils, mostly. Hospitality. The more I study the noble art of statecraft, the more I realize how beneficial good relations with my neighbors are. I ought to have one of them visit my court so I can show them how good a friend I can be. But who should I invite? This is, like, really far away. Earl Magnus. No, we're not interested in him. Is this, like, the chieftain that we were briefly at war with? That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Where is he? Oh, why did I think he would be super far... Wait. Yeah, why did I think he'd be super far away? He's not far away at all. Oh, no, no, this guy's the guy who's super far away. Yeah, he's from Asturias. Spain is like almost fictional to us, but, you know, making a connection with Spain isn't the worst idea. He is the Chancellor to the King of Asturias. Huh. Huh. No, I think we're going to keep local and keep small. Gormloth, put the servants to work. What is this? Is another hunt? We do want to go on this hunt. We do not want to miss this hunt. Where are you? Oh, it's Osric. Of course we're going on Osric's hunt. Of course, Osric, we're going on your hunt. Why wouldn't we? Join Earl Osric's hunt. Of course. Of course. We will even make haste, which creates a little bit of extra danger up here in the forest, so we will bring a forest guide. Oh, that was not enough. Okay, well, if the forest guide doesn't help, I know what will help. A customizing of the route through Elgin instead of through Keith. There you go. Let's make haste. Oh, this is exciting. Getting out there. Hospitality, warm welcome. We literally went on a hunt. Well, our wife can't handle this. There's few specialties from Westmoreland. I mean, it should be extravagant. He's not like... Oh, I picked the wrong guy. I totally picked the wrong guy. That's okay. I mean, it was just one of those things that happens, you know. We talked about our decisions and we sent the wrong letter. Your son and heir is a fine man, Earl Magnus says, while ponderously swinging his cup of spiced wine, his eyes set on Fear, who is seated further down the table by dear High Chieftain Findbar. Do I have your permission to arrange a private audience with Lord Fergus? Nothing untoward, of course, just a simple dinner in my chambers. If I allow this, I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen. Of course, that would not be a problem. My son is a man. He is an adult. He can make his own decisions. We have lost our antiquarian. Hospitality, petals and thorns. Our walk through the gardens, Earl Magnus and I have paused to admire the view. The proportions, the colors. I have seen a few things as beautiful as this. High Chieftain Findbar, he says. He gestures at the sight before us. I feel as if I ought to say something kind in turn. Perhaps something about his assertive presence. Relentless courage. Loyalty and sense of honor. How did you die? Had a stroke? Well, another personal champion has died. I mean, we could put this guy in. Our steward. I think that would be okay. We'll appoint our steward to the position of personal champion. And we have an average antiquarian in Talor Clork. We will appoint them. We do need more warriors. Can we do this yet? Not yet. Okay. Judith has lost her guardian. She wanted to be a diplomat. She wanted to be learned. Who's learned? Our new antiquarian, the Irishman, is learned, so she can just continue. She's going to the same rooms, but with a different person there. That's actually a little sad, you know? Things like that happen, though. Looks like my control problems are getting solved. That's also good. Argyle is now... "17 months away. And the other ones are multiple years away, but that makes sense, right? Let's go up to the north and visit our man Osric. Hospitality, a lasting bond. Alright, so we have impressed the Earl and learned more about our enemies, something we did not expect. You know, while I still hate their manslaying religion and always will, I'm starting to respect the Norse as a people. If they could only be convinced to convert to Christianity, they would be worthwhile. They have a lot in common with us, to be fair. The new diplomacy perk. Confidants. Each friend adds -5 stress gain. That's really good. Can hit Flatterer, then get the befriend scheme really powered up. But I think we're just going to take the Groomed to Rule, because I think that will help our son right away. He could use it in his job. One marshal. 3, 1, 2, 2. Okay, they all did okay, you know? You want me to go to war against... them? Yeah. I mean, I think our honor requires us to accept, right? I can manage things from here. I think this is going to cancel anyway, because I think Osric will have to go when I raise my army. How badly does he need us? Pretty badly. I just will not be able to raise my army without Osric. I could... I mean, how soon is the hunt? It's like 21 days. He can wait 21 days. He could wait 21 days. Yes, that's very selfish, but I'm very stressed. I was really looking forward to this hunt. Let's get out there. It's just me and him. They grow up so fast. Caitlin has done well, too. Well, that's good. Thank you, Earl Osric, for raising my daughter well. She can now marry the petty king that I am going to war to help. I could tell him that I'm going to pick up his bride. Yeah, that's the reason that we went and finished the hunt. Not because we're being super selfish, but because we're going to pick up his bride. There's nothing better than a good hunt. Yes, we'll help you with that. Wait, this, nope, I can manage things from here. Let's continue the hunt. I think I won him over. We're now closer to becoming friends, which is good because it means the friendship task will probably fully succeed. I'm gonna give it to Osric. It's a gift. Add it to my muse. I'm gonna keep it. Let's go. We're going to attempt to ambush the fox with our bow. We've become friends with Earl Osric, even though he's standing right next to us. We needed to send a letter. It's fine. That's how things work, you know? Ah, got away. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's go put our flag in our son's territory, and we will raise all here. As you do, you know, as you do. I'm going to, yep, nope. Neither I nor Osric are available, but Osric should be available soon because the hunt is over. We just have to finish the hunt. Let us leave this adventure behind, finish the hunt. That did definitely help with our stress, that's good. So now, through the magic of teleportation, I should be able to have Osric lead the army for me. But I can't myself teleport because that's just not how it goes, you know? Only commanders and knights can teleport, okay? That's just how it works. There's nothing else to it except that. We're gonna defeat this army quick up here. Oh, geez, he has big enemies. Is our army able to beat this because it's stronger? I don't think it is stronger. No. I don't think we can help you. Not in the way you need. This one, the Liberty War. Can't even intervene in the Liberty War. I mean, once I get home, I might be able to make this possible by leading this myself. If we raise the missing troops and join up with them, would that help? Let's merge. Back up onto him. Travel, winged thief. I am stirred from my relaxing trip across the great blue sea by a sudden shriek. I sprint into the stores below deck, and I am horrified to find a seagull beside the shredded remains of our supplies, its feathers stretched thin against the foul, bloated belly. Ugh. Well, that's a thing. We will spare it, though. Wolf struggle. So this man, a Catholic Gael, is being attacked by a wolf. I have 50% chance, and the old barbarian has 58% chance. We're gonna have the old barbarian try. Ah, he beat the wolf. Good job, old man. Good job. I can't really help you. My daughter. But we have another daughter. The dark-haired girl, and pale. We name her after my mother. Narfla. We shall name her after my mother. Okay, inspiration realized. It is a fine mace. Well, you know. You don't always get what you want when you do these ones, but we have something. Something is better than nothing. Maybe we'll replace it yet later. Okay. So you are a Cumbrian Catholic. Let's negotiate our your release here. I think we can just let him go. For a hook. Never know. But I think these wars are destined to be lost. Just don't think we have the strength required to win this. His allies are simply too weak. And his enemies are simply too strong. Yeah, this is pretty inevitable. Sorry, man, but this is pretty inevitable. What are they gonna do? So they're trying to take Aaron. So when they take Aaron, his problem won't be yours anymore. That's too bad. And this is, who? This is the... Oh, this is the Isle of Man, yeah. He needs to be stopped. What? Why is someone plotting to kill my daughter? She's just a child. Why would someone plot to kill my daughter? They're just a child. Somebody trying to break up my relationship with King Alfred? I think somebody's trying to break up my relationship with King Alfred. I don't know who that would be. I mean, if we start getting too many sieges done, he's gonna get mad. Oh, that didn't even budge the score. Didn't even budge it. It's a grand tournament. It is a duel. Well, I mean, we did just get our brand new mace. I think we're gonna go do this grand tournament. Where is it? Oh, it's down here in Southern Ireland. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. So we're gonna just completely customize this route. Completely customize this route. So while we're not gonna make haste because we don't need to, that just makes it unnecessarily dangerous. And then we're gonna hit the sea here. So let's hit the sea. There. We won't do it. Why won't you go to the sea? Wait, what? Okay, let's go to here. Go to here. Why won't... That's weird that it won't go there. Fine, we'll go south then. This way. Why won't you go to sea? Can tribals not go to sea during... No, because I went north. On the way home, we'll head to there. And we'll come up through the islands. I guess we have to just accept the fact that this is happening. We will take someone for wetlands. So a forter. And we will take someone for the hills. For an extra 8 gold, which we can afford. A foreign treat. So she is not married. He is not married. You can absolutely pick her up. Hopefully you're smart enough to marry her, as a good Catholic should. I assume that I'm approving a marriage, not just some random thing. Okay, so we have met this old oracle. We could ask him for the future. Pay him 5 gold, 50-50 chance, could go either way. Bad omen. That's no good. That makes me think that this tournament was a mistake. Okay. This right here is the loss. That's the loss right there. They'll probably clear it after this. So be it. Disband all. Well, we did what we could. We have arrived at the grand tournament for the duel. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Let's pause. I could learn a thing or two from this as hunter experience. So this is the Falcon Entertainment. Go, beauty, go faster. I hear a man's voice echo across the grounds. I look up and see a small thing hurling through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards a finishing line. Bah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's as graceful as a goose, the angry loser shouts, with the winner looking smug. Alright, so we could learn a thing or two, so get some falconer experience. This is excellent entertainment. We could lose some stress. Double or nothing, go again. We could make a bet. I don't have time for this. I mean, I am impatient, and I am here for a reason, so our impatience is going to show there a little bit. So if we have enough time, I don't think we're going to have enough time to do another one, but if we do, we will, if it pops, we will... Nope, not enough time. So we are in the duel. All right. Contestants march into the field, taking their places around the sparring quad as the herald announces the contest's commencement. The squared-off ring is being looked over in the background, rattled and shaken to ensure no give should a contestant crash into it. The duel qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd cheers leave no question as to the favorite. Jarl Sverker of Leinster. Okay, he's the favorite. I have more skill than him. I'm going to place a bet. I'm going to bet on myself. I vowed to myself I would win the contest in this fair tournament, and I can't help but consider a less fair approach. No, we're not cheating. My blade crashes into that of my opponent Sverker's, sparks spent flying as the two weapons grate. We both step back, circling to our left. Sverker swings at me. The sword's point thudding into the ground after passing my body. Quick as a viper, I step in and kick it as hard as possible. Rip from its grasp, Sverker's sword cartwheels off through the air. To both our horror amongst the crowd, a shrill cry pierces the air, and we both hurry over to see Edwig on his knees, the flying sword having impacted directly into his arm. I mean, he's just a Nord. We've injured this angle sack. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I'm a good Christian. I can't. He accepted my apology. Duel riposte. A screeching chorus of metal on metal rings out as two blades scrape down on each other's lengths, sparks glittering as they fall to the ground. I look for advantage, thinking back to when my opponent's sword went flying into the crowd. The duel is still so close, its victor could still be either of us. We advance on each other once more. We are both battered, both tired, and there can only be one winner. I must remember my training, martial and prowess. What are you scared of? That's diplomacy and prowess. One final bluff might do it. Come on, let's fight. That's just straight prowess. I must remember my training has the least chance of giving me a bad outcome, so we'll do this. Yes! Yes! Our honor is fulfilled. Victory. Steel on steel. You knocked him out. And he was the favorite. Nice. I can do this. This is a courtier of King Alfred. I am better than him slightly. How is my son in prison? Thunk. My body thuds into the wooden wall at the edge of the arena, Harold having bodily hurled me there with a snarl. No sooner has he done that, than Harold's face morphs into a smug smile, and to my admonishment, he turns his back to me. Face me, coward. I'll teach him to show me his back. Yeah, Yeah, that's a super insult to my honor. So, yeah. A screeching chorus of metal on metal, so we've done it. I must remember my training. We'll stick with what we've been doing. And we win again! Nice. We need to get our son back. Our son is being held for the second time in his life by these damn Norsemen. That poor boy. He is going to remember this. Like, he's going to probably end up hating them more than me. The bout between Semdir and Prince Arwen has been decided. Both contestants made a good showing of their skill, but Semdir is through to the final. Oh, this guy is my near equal. A fine contest. I can do this. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollers of the crowd rain down on Smurder. Rain down on me. Smurder is a little way away, the pair of us having disengaged briefly to catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quietens a bit as we begin to circle. I will fight my own fight. I must remember my training. Ah! It was close. It was so close. It's fine. Confounded. So very close. So close. I did not win, but I came very close. That's okay. What a great occasion. Yeah, indeed. Good job, man. He's got the prize and the money. You know, we did good. I'm glad we came. I'm glad we came. You'll take the 38 gold that I have, and I will have my son freed. He's wearing a Norse beard. Gonna have a chat with our son about the proper facial hair for a Christian Gale. And it's not a Norse beard. It's a fine moustache. Or a trimmed beard. So we'll get him to cut the braid out. Keep the beard, son, but cut out the braid. You're not a barbarian, okay? You're not a barbarian, Fear. You're not a barbarian. And with that, I think, as we head home, we're gonna call this episode to an end. We did really well at the duel, but we didn't win it. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. We got our son back. What is this? Yeah, that war was invalidated. Anything up here that matters? No, I don't think so. Still working on control and all the places we need to get it up. And alright. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here with High Chieftain Findbar of the Tress. High Chieftain of the Isles, of course. I have many children, and I hope that we've done good by all of them. They still want me to be king. Even the king wants me to be king. Even the king prefers me over his own damn son. I think it's because his son is so sinful. I may just have to accept the fact that I will be king. Ugh. Well, if my son wants to be king after me, he'll have to earn it himself.